Johnson.
Well, good afternoon and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome here to Viroqua, Ken Manning, Western Wisconsin Video Productions, as we're ready to bring you tonight's Coulee Conference matchup that features the Viroqua Blackhawks hosting the Altoona Railroaders. Joining me, that's a different one, isn't it?
Yeah, Altoona is always a dark horse. You don't know.
Joining me tonight is Tom Lohr. Tom, thanks again for being here. And, you know, it's going to be an interesting ball game. Altoona coming in at 2-3, and Viroqua, I believe, also at 2-3. So a couple of teams that, you know, they really need this game in order to move on and have a shot at playoffs.
Yeah, I think just a little bit of murmur around Viroqua this week has been just have a good series, have a good game, try to win a game. I think
utilize that speed down the road here. We'll wait and see. All right, 1st and 10 as they place the ball on the 11. Quarterback under center going to turn, hand off, and spinning through. Looks like that was number 2 in Jacksonburg. Yep, Jacksonburg in there.
So a lot different offense here they're facing from a week ago against GT. G was on the edges, but in a lot different way.
Yeah.
Tight offensive line. So
2nd and 5 now. Opening drive of the ball game. And we've got
waiting for a play. They've got plays numbered over there. They got 3-4 signs coming in.
They do, don't they? Here's the quarterback. The handoff is going to be back to Hubbard again, and he's going to be brought down quickly. Nice job defensively there, staying home. Big 72.
That was Alex Point.
That's a nice job there, blocking, fighting off that block.
Interesting counter there. Kind of a, they had the pitch guy rolling off to the left, and I think they were going to just survey the end and see if he was going to stay at home for the next play call.
Here we go with the 3rd and 4, and I'm trying to drag him down as Pellock, and he's able to do it. Nowhere to run. And again, let's see, who was that running? Was that 27 or 23 there, I think?
That was 23.
23 in Dion Chesmore.
Brings up 4th down.
So a great defensive play there by Pellock, Tom.
Yeah, that was a nice tackle. He tackled a little high, and he held on for dear life. Rain coming down here.
We're going to put trips over on the far side as the crowd gets into it. And the quarterback will put a man in motion.
I'm surprised.
And the pitch going out, he got away from one, but not the second and not the third. And a nice job defensively there by Viroqua as they will get the stop here on a 4th and 3. Actually, more than that.
It took them a couple of plays to wake up.
Yeah.
Well, once they did, that was a nice series there they had once they settled in and stuffed them a couple times. So momentum shifts to Viroqua.
Very much so. We'll take a little bit of a timeout here as Viroqua has the ball. Look at our wonderful sponsors as we come back, and we want to say thanks to the Westby Co-op Credit Union. 9 facilities in western and southwestern, also central Wisconsin. And Tom, I'll let you do the offense here for the Blackhawks.
All right, so a quick pass up to the left side here to Fossbetter. Hits him right on the hands, and he tried to run before he caught the ball, which is not typical of Andrew. But I suppose a wet night and maybe some rain on that football and just first play jitters a little bit too. So yeah, Viroqua lines up here at a slot left, double slot formation for the running back. And it's going to be handed off to Pellock inside for a loss of about 1 yard. It's going to set up third down, probably 11 or 12.
Well, he's stepping in there on that defensive side, coming up from, I don't know if it was a cornerback or a linebacker, but it might have been number 15 and Landon Miller. Well, they got him down as a freshman. Maybe it wasn't him. I'm trying to look at those numbers out there.
Well, the issue with the roster is that it's 2022, so I don't know.
That doesn't help any.
I'm not sure. Maybe he's a sophomore.
There you go. Yeah, it does say 2022.
So we got trips left and single receiver off to the right, Pellock in the backfield. And Benson throws it back out to Fossbender. He makes a move and he's going to get loose. And he's going to be down here on the left sideline. He's going to have a long gainer here of about 32 yards or so. Local players all excited here. They've got to stay calm, get a first down, and get lined up and run another play.
Boy, what
a nice move. All Fossbender on that one.
He literally stepped out of a tackle.
I forget who the guy was tackling there, but he kind of whiffed it, but it was quick move by Fossbender that made him do so.
Oh, a nice chunk play there for the Hawks.
So single receiver, we got Zahn here to the left, trips right, and Pellock steps beside McDowell, and they're going to run the same play to the right-hand side. Poor pass from McDowell into the grass, can't be handled by Fossbender, and it's going to set up 2nd and 10 on Altoona's 48-yard line.
Yeah, just a tough throw right there, and that one you might want to give the cause to the wetness of that football.
Yeah. Well, we got single receiver over here. It's Zahn to the left. We've got, I believe that's Murdoch in the slot there, and Fossbender to the right. I don't know who the other one is out there. And McDowell steps up in the pocket. He's gonna gain about 3 yards on the scramble. I'll call it maybe 2.5. Set up a 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 from Altoona's 44-yard line.
You know, not a bad run right there though, Tom, because there wasn't anybody open, and he said, "I'm going to try and get some positive yards out of it," and he did.
Yeah, and last week we saw him just throw the ball up, and I think that's good learning every game. And,
Yep.
And Benson's a young quarterback, and it's good to see they're picking it up. We got trips right, single slot receiver over here to the left, and he's going to hand off to Pellock. They're going to slip a couple tackles. Nice run, nice goal. Got to give credit to the Viroqua line. We're always being tough on him, but he had some room to run there and kept his feet churning. He did get wrapped up, but the guy slipped off him. Nice job. It was all Pellock there with the scramble, kind of the hard run at the end. So
Adam Sager with the tackle there.
1st and 10. We got trips left, single receiver off to the right, and quick pass out here to Fossbender again. And he's going to get tackled this time. Number 2 says that is Jackson Berg with the tackle from Altoona, but a nice pass. It seemed like they want to get some possessions under their belt here and maintain the ball. Nice drive by Viroqua so far.
Yeah, it really is. And as they marched down, they were way back, on their 12, 13-yard line?
That was a 3rd and 12 they converted on. So, a 2nd down and 3. And that's going to get handed off to Oliver. And Pellock grinds his way. It's going to be really close to a first down. I think he got it. They're moving the chains. So tough running by Pellock there. We know he can do it, but I will give credit to the offensive line. They're at least keeping some people off of him.
Right.
He's getting up to that linebacker level anyway.
If you can get there, you're going to get positive yards, right?
So we've got a slot receiver set to the left, single receiver over to the right, and they bring a guy in to try to block, almost like a wing back there. I don't know if that was who was that there, but couldn't get Pellock going on that play. They're going to lose 3 yards.
Well, I'll tell you, Evan Steffen, number 56, was the one who made the initial hit. Then he got a whole lot of help from everybody else. So that's going to bring up a 2nd and long here. Make it 2nd and 13 here for the Blackhawks.
Critical 2nd down. Got slot left, single right. Got Solomon Murdoch, Owens in there at tight end. So Fossbender gets that possession pass.
Dallas pass is complete. Andrew Fassbinder on the reception.
Nice catch.
19-yard line.
So that's going to set up a 3rd down and about 5
Van Vliet in on the tackle.
on the 20-yard line for Viroqua.
And Tom, he went down about 8 yards and turned, and the ball was right there. Great timing. And again, you get those positive yards. Try and keep those chains moving.
Yeah, Benson after he settled down here has got some nice passes. So they're gonna lead Owen Zom through that hole, and nice lead block by him and the rest of the
ball carrier.
Viroqua line. It's gonna get only about 2.5 yards. However, it's gonna set up a 4th down. I'm sure they're gonna go for it. Big play here for Viroqua. Got a shoestring that's not cooperating. That is Carter Holmes, number 76. Got trips over here to the left. I got that. Okay, they shift now. Murdoch and Fossbender go off to the right, and that's going to get snuffed out. And he's going to get taken down. They went to the well a few too many times on that.
Yeah.
Safety came over. I didn't catch his number because I'm getting old, Ken, and I can't see anything.
I'm trying to catch that over too. That was actually number 3 in Hubbard once again.
Oh, okay.
One of the running backs, and he got shaken up a little bit on that.
So 2 longer drives, both from each team in this first quarter. Not producing any points for either one, but I think settles them into a game. And I think that's probably the way we thought it was going to be, a good tight matchup here tonight.
Let's take a look now as the Railroaders have the ball deep in their own territory. They have it placed on the 16, making that stop, as Tom mentioned, on the Blackhawks. Trying to get the number of the quarterback. That's number 4. And what's his name?
Colin Strello. Strello? Is that?
That's a good one. Strelo, yeah, Strelo. Is that an O or an A down there? I can't tell from here.
It's an O.
It is. So Strelo? We'll go with Strelo.
Pellet on the tackle.
I believe this is Altoona's last year in the conference, right? They're gonna move next year.
That's what I thought.
The way I understand it.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see, right?
Yeah.
Pellet with the tackle. Now they'll put a man in motion and the handoff right up the middle, and a nice job on that defensive side once again, Tom.
So interesting. Altoona had just gashed Viroqua on a couple opening runs, and the last few plays now they've gone inside.
Yeah. Johnson on the carry, he did not get a whole lot on that. He's only a freshman.
Or a sophomore.
Maybe a sophomore, we'll see. But yeah, he got stopped after only a couple of yards. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 5 here now as Altoona. Taking a look at the numbers coming over, we do want to say thanks to the Westby Co-op Creamery helping us out with today's broadcast. And of course, you can watch other ball games, Westby game with Aquinas and Cashton at Bangor. Those all streaming.
Very interesting. That false start on Altoona.
On the offense. 5-yard penalty.
And it's strange they're playing a kind of a muddle huddle offense with signs coming in from the sideline, but they're stretching the clock. They're actually watching the back judge till he starts counting. They're just sitting. So it's an interesting offense.
Yeah, it really is. Well, they move them back 5. It's going to be 3rd and 10. Strelo has a man in motion. He'll pitch to that man in motion, coming here to the near side. Turns upfield, takes a shot, a flag out behind.
A holding call here. Yep. I didn't catch the guy from Altoona, but I saw it myself. And he hung on just 1 second too long.
That'll happen. And as soon as he hung on, that became the yellow flag. And they'll take a look here. Now, I would imagine you're going to want to push him back. Go with third and whatever, especially if it's from the point of the infraction. No,
They're going to decline it, put him in fourth down.
Yeah.
Interesting. I probably was with you on that, Ken.
Yeah.
You got to play field position. If you could get a turnover or a fumble on with this
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's because it's 4th and 3. Not that you would go for it that deep in your own territory, but they'll bring Sullivan.
We have
back.
seen it all. If it's the NFL, you go for it.
Yeah. Sullivan deep. Take a look at waiting for the snap to put the man in motion. Good snap and a pretty good kick coming down here. And Sullivan watches that one bounce over his head. Now he picks it up. Going to get to the outside. Trying to get a screen. He's got a lot of running room here. Look at this. Now a late flag.
Going to be a hold or a illegal block in the back.
Boy, I tell you what. There was, and I know I'm going to sound critical on this one, but that flag came way after Sullivan was down the field by 15, 20 yards, Tom. I just didn't see that one happening.
It was an interesting play by Caden Sullivan because that ball just like hit the ground. It popped up right in front of him, and he just kind of like he was off to the races.
You know, he has such great speed, and that's always a positive thing for him. Let's take a real quick break. We're going to come right back. Our thanks going out to a couple more of those sponsors. Let's take a look. How about Varsity Funeral Home? Thanks to Gina and Justin and the whole crew there. Finding them in Westby and Viroqua. And the Viroqua Dental Center, Dr. Leon Klum, for your next beautiful smile. And how about Rob Klum, the president of the Viroqua Booster Club, bringing you today's action. We thank all of those sponsors for their wonderful support. Back to Tom.
All right. Got trips left, single receiver. I think that's Sullivan over there on the right. Hard to see.
Yeah.
Pellock in the backfield with Benson McDowell at quarterback. Same set of offensive linemen in here for Viroqua. See if they can get something going. Unfortunate penalty on the punt return, but hand off to Pellock. He gets loose, gonna get 2.5, 3 yards. I'd say so far, Ken, better than the GET game. They're on the right side of the line of scrimmage anyway.
Yeah.
I think if they can keep that running game clicking, just to keep those safeties wondering, I think there'll be a pass play loosen up here.
Isaac Johnson in on the tackle for the Railroaders.
Same formation for Viroqua. Gonna have that little slip screen off to the left-hand side here. Fossbender catches it up. Solomon Murdoch. That was Owen Zom won it on the block there. I missed who tackled. Was it number 2? Was it Berg here? Jackson Berg?
I believe. But you know, you pointed out something. He ran into the back of Zom.
Right.
I don't know if he thought maybe he's going to go right and he went left, or what happened there.
I think he couldn't make up his mind.
Yeah.
So trips right, and they're going to just keep doing this until Altoona stops them, I guess, which they just did. If it was,
Riddell's pass is complete to pass.
Spending some time down there on the sideline last year, I think they're going to try to bust one here, Zom or Murdoch. They've gone to Fossbender consistently. We've got trips left. Same set of receivers over here with Pratt, Fossbender, and that's Zom. And McDowell scrambles. He's going to get maybe a yard out of bounds for a loss of about a yard.
Well, there you got to give some credit to that Altoona defensive backfield, because they did not allow any kind of open field potential throw at all.
Yeah. Well, and just watching this couple series, I think they may have worked with McDowell on just not making a bad decision and live to throw another pass.
There you go.
Slot left, single receiver off to the right, got Zahn inside, and McDowell's going to pass this ball out, and Fossbetter's going to get that in. A nice ball by McDowell, but better concentration. He was right over the top of the cornerback, number 6. Sawyer Van Fleet he had good coverage, but just a nicely thrown ball and good concentration to keep a foot down. That was actually good in the pros even.
Yeah, that was a
2 feet down.
great throw. Thanks again to those sponsors. Hope you enjoyed today's broadcast. Go down to VFW of Viroqua for that Friday night fish.
So we've got Murdoch off here to the left in the slot. Pellock's going to run this ball. And Owen Zahn with a nice lead block.
Pellock, the ball carrier.
They definitely made a change up over last week. They're keeping him in
2-yard line.
almost like a wing back and then pulling him through. And it's a nice adjustment, I got to say.
End of the quarter here. We will stop with that. We do want to say thanks to VMH, Vernon Memorial Healthcare. So much care, so close. Bringing you the game tonight, along with Vernon Manor Healthcare Center. Amanda Huff and her great healthcare staff, located on the north side of Viroqua. Back with more in a moment. Thanks going out to more of our sponsors. How about Vernon Electric Cooperative, your Touchtone Energy Cooperative? As we're going to get a flag, it looks like maybe Altoona. We're going to see if they jumped the gun a little bit here. And that's what the call is going to be. Again, thanks to them. And Vernon Communications, your best small technology company in the nation. Tom?
Yeah, so a nice little penalty is always a good way to start a quarter.
Yeah.
It's going to be a 2nd and 2 on the encroachment. So Viroqua shifted some players around. We got Murdoch and Fossbetter sliding over here to the right. Going to be that slip screen to a different guy. Caden Sullivan slips off a couple tackles and kind of runs into number 88. That is Connor Schmood. Schmoody? I'm not sure.
Schmood. I would say Schmood,
That's a tough name. But, boy, Sullivan did a nice job of evading a tackle and just running right through him.
Yeah, it looked like he was going to be caught dead in his tracks, and he came up with a very nice run.
We've got trips left. Sullivan over here split right. And they're going to... dangerous, repetitive pass there to Fossbetter. Number 6 wants that one back. That is Sawyer Van Fleet. And that was 6 points.
Boy, it really was. You're right, Tom.
He batted it, but...
if he'd have caught it, it'd have been gone.
Yeah, fortunate that he didn't.
So, like you say, they live for another play here.
We got trips left. I think Coach Henry's going to have to get a different play out of the playbook. Altoona jumps off sides once again. I think it's going to be encroachment on Altoona. So it's going to be 5 free yards.
Remain 2nd down.
The little hard count really is doing a number right now.
Well, Viroqua inherently has never done a multiple count, and this year they must have really worked on it because last week against GT they caught him off there a lot too. So handoff to Pellock, jumps through the hole, nice run, keeps grinding away. Number 23 of Altoona is going to tackle him. Deion Chessmore, and wow, that was a nice hole. And for one of the first times, Pellock just was deliberate and really hit the hole, Ken.
Yeah, that was a run of determination.
So the double slot, handoff to Pellock. He gets hit hard right away. Probably drags the guy for a half a yard.
Pellock on the carry. Short gain on the play.
Offensive line doing a better job. Less physical Altoona team here than what they faced a week ago. So But shaping up to be a great contest here tonight with some light rain falling. Maybe it would stop now. Great night for football.
Yeah. Still kind of misty.
Got us. Zom is behind the tackle, and Benson goes back and he throws it up, and it's gonna get picked off. McDowell threw that ball up there high for Fossbender, and it was kind of like a fly ball over there. I think it was number 6, Van Fleet. Is that what he said?
Might have been.
Sawyer Van Fleet. So I guess out of the 2 balls he had a potential interception on, Ken, you'd take that one versus the one before.
No kidding.
So,
well, change of possession here, Tom. Let's take a little break. Back we come. It's going to be Altoona's ball. Again, thanks to those sponsors, Sleepy Hollow, Levon and Michelle Felton helping us out. As we're going to get a timeout here by Viroqua, it looks like. They want to talk things over. We'll say one more. Tell you about one more of our sponsors at Sealand's Carpetland, Tim Sealand. If you walk on it, we sell it. Back with more Coulee Conference action in a moment. And let's take a look on the play. Boy, this is going to get stuffed in a hurry. That defense rising to the occasion on that one, Tom.
Yeah, it was a host of Viroqua players, I think, led by Brady Iverson, 69.
Yep.
Grade Hansen, I think, is in there now, number 73, giving the lineman a break. Also, Trayton Schmidt playing for Viroqua. So Altoona choosing to run the ball inside.
Here's a high pitch.
They throw was that a pitch or
it was a pitch to the,
that was almost not handled.
Getting up there, that was number 3. Getting up there to get
That's
to the
Hibbard.
ball. Okay.
Number 3, Hibbard. And I apologize. I'll be responsible for
That's going
to players here.
Bring up a third and about 6. Viroqua defense looking to try and make a stop. Sheblo, right, is the quarterback, number 4?
Strello, yep.
Strello, there we go. Strello will look to hand off, trying to bounce to the outside here. This is going to be number 3. Boy, still on his feet. Now pushed out of bounds here, right underneath us. A pretty good run. He's got more than enough for the first down.
As Tanner Schwung with the tackle, he should have probably made it back closer to the line of scrimmage. He got sucked inside, and he's got to keep contained there. And the player got around him, and he chased him down, but fortunately after a gain of about 10 there, right?
At least, yeah. And that was number 3.
That was Hunter Hibbard.
Hibbard again.
Seems to be a solid staple here.
Yes.
For Altoona.
They'll put a man in motion right up the middle, and no, it's going to be a keeper. Strello, still on his feet. He's going to get enough, very close to the first down. Boy, he just moved that pile, and it kept moving. That offensive line helped him a lot.
Well, these new players, we got Trayton Schmidt in there at tackle. Alex Hoyam did go back in now at left tackle, trying to get some breathers here for these Viroqua linemen. They are thin.
Our thanks going out to another one of those sponsors. Let's take a look. How about Sweet Valley Artisan and Valley Fudge and Candy? We appreciate our fudge there. There we go. Here's a pitch thanks to Steve and Linda Schulte. Still on his feet. And a big run there. That's a gain of about 13.
That's going to be Hibbard again. Or no, that's number 2, Berg, Jackson Berg from Altoona.
Okay.
So Altoona countering with some different plays of their own here. Trying to pitch that ball. They're going to mishandle one of those though.
You would, yeah. Clock down to 8:30 and below now. Left in the half. Berg was in motion. Now he'll stop. go into an offset I. Straight low, turns, going to hand off. Nope, he's going to keep it himself again. Uh-oh, look out here. There he goes. He is going to make it in for the score. Wow. From 42 yards out, he sprints to the end zone.
Flag on the play.
Oh, we got a flag
of the Railroaders.
over there on the
holding.
railroad. Yep.
Maybe there was a reason that he was
Yeah, no wonder he broke free, huh?
Well, sometimes in some of those games, I would say if you're not holding, you're not trying. So, you know, just in case you get caught doesn't mean.
Well, that was definitely somebody out there trying to, send the outside cornerback or outside linebacker to the sideline, and they must have taken him down a little bit too close
Really,
to the
really important here for Viroqua to just hold this momentum back.
Yeah.
And
First and 11 now.
First and 11. Ball on the 44.
Clock stops on the penalty. Look to be set, and now they'll start the clock up. Here's the pitch coming around the end here to the near side, and a nice job defensively. Somebody's got him on the leg. That was
that's
Pella. Fossbender, good deal.
Yeah.
Hibbert on the carry.
He was not
all over the field tonight.
he's not letting go there, that's for sure.
Andrew Fassbinder in on the tackle.
Hubbard, I think, with the run.
Yes, that was Hibbert. Yep.
Hibbard.
So a nice job by Viroqua. They're just keeping in their gaps, and they really didn't have a lot of places to go.
Yeah.
Number 35 is the back. We have an Isaac Johnson. I don't know if he's touched the ball. A 4-point stance.
It's going to be straight low, looking now to pass. He's got a man open, and he's caught, and he slides out of bounds at the yard marker. They're going to say he's going to be a little bit shy of the first down. The rain continuing to come down.
Right over the head of Jack Johnson. I think Jack thought he had an interception there.
Yep.
And got to defend the man first.
Pretty good toss. He had it stretched out, and it'll be a 3rd and 1. 7:09 to go in the half. No score in the ball game.
Stackhouse back in on defense for Viroqua.
Strelo under a lot of pressure. Got away from one man, and he's going to get the first down. Oops,
Yeah.
I went a little high there. Sorry, folks. But yeah, what a job there by Strelo to get the first down after it looked like he was going to get sacked big time.
Brady Iverson definitely wants that one back.
Yeah,
He was
you're
right there.
Very much so. Well, they moved the chains again. 7:02 here.
Trayton Schmidt continues to stay in for Viroqua. He moved over to the left tackle spot now.
Taking a look at the play, that means we get a chance to talk about Scenic Bluffs Community Healthcare corporate office in Cashion. You'll find them throughout the area. Here's a quick handoff, and scooting out to the outside here. Not a whole lot of yardage as the Viroqua defense came alive. That was your Johnson, I think?
That was Jack. Yeah, it was probably a good 5-yard gain, though.
I didn't think he was going to make
Isaac
that much.
Johnson, the ball carrier.
That surprised me.
Gain on the play brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 5.
Pelican on the tackle.
Straight low. Will come up under center with the lone back. He'll put Berg in motion. The handoff going to go to, the ball's dropped. And picking the ball up here, looking for a run. That was Zom. What a job by Zom as he scooped the ball up. Winds up back in the railroad territory here on the 35-yard line.
Well, if you're a Blackhawks fan, you're going to applaud the heck out of that. That was what they needed. Strelo just, I think, mishandled the ball.
Yeah, he just put it on the carpet, as they say. Quick break with the change of possession. We'll be right back. Big time play defensively for the Blackhawks. We do want to say real quick, thanks going out to the Riverbank, Westby, and Coon Valley helping us out.
just going to keep right in the center of the field. They're trying to strip that ball away. And he's right down to the goal line, right down between the tackles. And Oliver really possessed running tonight. I mean, very determined on that particular run. He's got to make sure he covers the ball.
Well,
Because we don't want to give it right back to him. But I love the running energy, no doubt.
the interesting part of that, though, and I agree with you, Tom, they were trying to strip the ball instead of making a tackle.
Right. So it sets up a 1st and goal. And quite a contest here between the Altoona Railroader team that Viroqua has not played, does not know that much, did not know that well. But really a good matchup. I think both teams needed to be in a close game. And Pellock takes his time on that run, but finds a hole between the right tackle and gets across the goal line. They're going to call it a touchdown.
There's
And number 71 from Altoona was pretty.
Yeah, he's a little fired up about something. And wisely, one of his teammates backs him away.
So fortunately, the ball was loose, but fortunately must have been determined to be across the plane at that time. So it sets up a 2-point conversion. Actually, they're going to try the extra point. This is going to be Isaac Pratt. To hold is number 1, Benson McDowell.
Now they're going to have to call a timeout here. A little confusion. Our thanks going out to a couple more of our sponsors. Let's talk about, how about Premier Co-op since 1893, serving the agricultural community here with Westby, Viroqua, and the surrounding area. And our good friends up at Nordic Lane, Scott and Sue Sordahl, helping us out. Enjoy family fun year-round. And Mitby's TV and Appliance. Mike Mitby hopes you're enjoying today's broadcast, and be sure to stop in for some outstanding products for your kitchen and home.
All right, I'm not sure, Ken, did they have these out there? Or
Well,
they have 12?
you know,
it looked like there was some personnel
They were
issues there.
confused. They
know.
were confused.
They didn't
That's
know
true. You know,
what's going on.
You get caught up in the fact that you score, and
Right.
you know,
Right.
you're fired up about that. Where do you go? So
Pratt, originally a soccer player that came to just kick last year.
he's got a great leg.
He does have a nice leg. And he's going to kick that one through, right? Splits the uprights. He's going to put Viroqua up 7-0 with about 5 minutes, 28 seconds left in the second quarter. After a real dude fest here in the beginning, the first few possessions were back and forth. The turnover ends up biting the Altoona Railroaders in the rear here, and so Viroqua goes ahead. Let's see if they can have a good defensive stand here.
Our thanks going out to Main Street Mobile Mart, bringing you the action here today, and of course on the downtown north side of Viroqua. Stop in, talk to Rob at Synergy Mobile Fuel. Tom, the Blackhawks jumping out to a lead here has been interesting, as we've talked about, alluded to, as both teams came up with nice drives in their opening possession. Neither one could score. And now, after a fumble recovery by Owen Zom, Viroqua able to pick up a sneak, so to speak, here with Pellock.
What I'll give the Blackhawks credit for, Ken, is just, you know, after the last few weeks, they're continuing to battle and fight. So that was a drive where they were, you know, Altoona was getting the best of them. So hopefully this momentum swing gets them in the game. Nice open field tackle. That is by Isaac Pratt. The kicker.
How does he get down there so fast,
He
right?
is a fast young man.
I tell you what, that was a great job. Well, you know, Tom, let's talk a little bit about the Blackhawks. Their hopes of making the playoffs really lies with tonight's ball game.
Yeah, and as we talked earlier in the game, I think they just have to get back in the win column. I think that's the first step. And
four games left in the season.
They got West Salem coming up next week. They just have to take care of business here.
Yeah, you pick up this win, you're going to be an underdog probably with West Salem, and you'll be an underdog with Aquinas. There's a run.
And that is to the fullback. I think that's the first time Johnson, that is number 35, Isaac Johnson with the ball. We're gonna have a personal foul here.
Well, what happened there was number 71 was on Solomon Murdoch, and as Murdoch went to the ground, he stayed right on him and kept the hands on him all the way down and would not let him up. And the official was standing right there and said, "No, you can't do that, son." So from the
two unsportsmanlike, or actually, what was the call?
That is a 15-yard.
I think unsportsmanlike, but the first call was some kind of a.
Well,
I'm not sure.
Could have been taunting, maybe.
Oh,
because they're pretty sharp on that stuff.
yeah. Well, and they've been stewing on that the whole game.
Yep.
It's been it started down on that touchdown.
Yes.
So that's going to take Altoona back to a.
It says 1st and 10 on the board, but
First
it's
and
more like,
25.
yeah, it's at least that. When you take a look here,
Brings up
4:15 to go. You can look there in the
Second and
background.
long, he said. Second and 25.
Okay, now let's see what happens here. Strelo, he'll stay under center. Pretty wide offensive line here, and he drops the ball, picks it up, heads off to the far side, and he's going to run out of bounds a very, very short gain.
Strelow's fast.
He is. He got away from there as quick as a jet.
Determined to fumble there, though, not a forward pass.
Yeah.
It looked like he was trying to throw it.
He wanted to come back out. I think he just lost it on the way back out from the center on the snap. And it's going to bring up
out of bounds.
a 3rd down and long. Not much of a gain if it was a yard or 2 at best.
Brings up 3rd and 23.
So 3rd and 23 here now, as you can hear Nathan Randall in the PA. Put the man in motion. Strelo.
So he's going to scramble.
Boy, trying to get to the outside, not able to do that. He'll pick up about 4 yards at the most and is wrestled down quickly.
I'm sure if that was a broken play or a design run.
If that was a design run, they were in trouble because Viroqua
I
had
think
that
it
one.
was a broken play.
Yeah.
Rain coming down a little harder here. I think Strelo, after that fumble, I think he's a young quarterback here. He's a senior. So
Okay.
if he was a senior last year, he's a freshman in college this year.
Well, the Railroaders are going to have to kick this ball away at the 4th and 20. So they only gained 5 yards in those 3 plays. And stepping back is Sullivan for the Blackhawks.
It's a punt. I think is Braden Connell.
Now we're going to get a whistle. This might be a delay of game or some encroachment here, maybe.
That's number 14, Seth Hornby for Altoona.
Okay. Yeah, the rain really coming down now. And it's supposed to be a little bit like this throughout this weekend. And we kind of knew that teams might be playing in the rain tonight. Here's the approach, a kick coming down here on the far side.
Stay away from it.
Boy, that was a beautiful kick. It's going to take a bounce, winds up in Viroqua territory. It'll come out at about the 48-yard line. We'll take a real quick break and come back here. A lot of action remaining in this ball game. Thanks going out to a couple more of those sponsors. How about Gunderson Health? That's the Viroqua Clinic right here in downtown Viroqua. We appreciate all that they stand for. The Viroqua Clinic, part of that great Gunderson Health system. And our fine friend, Embroidery and More. That's Greg Danes out there in Westby on Swigum Road. Appreciate his support here. And get your team set up with a great package from embroidery and more.
So they're going to run Pellock again. Design run behind the guard, but he bounced it. And he's going to get about 2 yards. 2 minutes, 35 seconds and counting here. Not sure if Viroqua's going to try to get back on the scoreboard or if they're going to just be happy with a 7-0 lead as the rain starts to really start to fall.
Could he bust a big one? Maybe they would.
You'd sure like the score here before half. It'd be a lot different. I believe Viroqua's going to get the ball.
Yes.
At half. Got trips right with a. So they fake to Pellock and come back to him on the
Dallas pass is complete.
The pass.
No gain on the play. Brings up third down.
Well,
Pellock, and he's limping here coming off the field.
Yeah, I think that was, I want to say it was Johnson maybe that came up with the tackle, 35. I hope I got the name right. I know I got the number. I hope the name is right there. Yeah, Pellock might have got a knee in the thigh area. I'm trying to work that out a little bit.
So I think that's DiPietro in for Pellock. Or Tanner Schwem, maybe? 21. Or no, that's 33.
McDonald's pass
That's Nick Alicious.
Brings up fourth down.
Alicious, he's got a little zip and a little power to him. So.
Yeah. Haven't seen him a lot here.
Not this game.
I don't know if he was injured or. I think someone had rumored there were some ribs or something.
Well, he had substantial playing time last week.
So Viroqua going to end up being forced to punt.
Vinny Klum out there now in the short man.
That is Hoyam to punt with a big foot. And he's tackled. Now, slips a would-be tackler off.
Hibbert on the return.
And Hibbert
at the 28-yard line.
So a minute 6 here.
Altoona.
A really important minute 6.
Right.
For Altoona.
The rain continues to come down. Let's take a quick look here. We will say thank you to Lynn's Home Center. Dwayne Lynn reminds you, if they don't have it, you really do not need it. First and 10, the ball placed on the 29-yard line of the Railroad squad. Stray low, hands off, up the middle, and a nice little run here. Got across the 35 to about the 36.
Jack Johnson crashed in there. I missed who else made that tackle. Pellock is back out there at linebacker.
Well, it's good to see.
Got DiPietro in the middle. Zom off to the right end spot here, and I think that's Hoyam over there.
Strelow's going to hand off. Oh, a big hole. Running over the top of everybody. That was Bird.
Open field tackle, I think, by Isaac Bird, or they've got that's Solomon Murdoch back there at safety. Maybe it was Murdoch had the tackle. We're going to call a timeout from Altoona.
All right. Well, we'll do the same. We'll be right back. Coming off the timeout, the Railroaders will come up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go with 33 ticks left on the clock.
Sure hope they don't let anybody behind them.
Yes. Here's a run right up the middle. Oh, boy. And still moving those feet. That was
first
Bird.
one's going to stop the clock.
They'll stop the clock for us a moment, and once they get the chain set, they'll crank it back up again. That took all of 5 seconds. And now Viroqua will call a timeout.
Final timeout of the half.
The longest minute of your life.
Yeah, no kidding here. I think you're right. Well, we'll take another timeout ourselves. 7-0 your score. We got 25 seconds remaining in the half. And back we come here. Altoona, Strelo up under center, a lone back behind him, and ball's on the ground. And I think if Viroqua says they have it, what do the officials say? Officials say the same thing.
So Strelo must not be a wet weather quarterback, Ken.
I'll tell you what, that's a tough one right there. That ball just never got to his hands.
Yeah, it's so important. And Brady Iverson, he's a 3-year starter at center. So I don't want to speak too soon, but he's a good center.
Well, let's see if they just take a knee here and let the clock run out.
Actually, they got Graydon Hansen in there at center, and they're going to just take a knee. They're going to be okay just going in.
Yep.
Interesting to see what the other halftime scores around the area.
Yeah.
Some big games going on.
I'll start texting to see what we can come up with.
First half, the score.
I might have some, we'll see.
Viroqua 7.
Bangor is leading 3-0 over Cashton at the half.
Oh, geez.
And let's see, I don't know if we don't have a Westby score here yet.
At the half here, we're going to have a score of 7-0 as the halftime clock starts right up on a wet night here in Viroqua. So Viroqua on the right side of the scoreboard tonight, and they're hoping for the best. So
We'll take a break and we'll come back in about 15 minutes. Talk a little bit more about this game. We come here to Viroqua, Ken Manning, Western Wisconsin Video Productions, along with Tom Lohr, as the Blackhawks will receive the opening kick here in the second half, Tom. And of course, they're on top with that 7-0 advantage.
yeah, well, we'll see if Altoona doesn't choose to just kick a onside here. It wouldn't surprise me to try to catch Viroqua off guard. They choose to kick it all the way in. Sullivan catches it right out. Is he going to get called down? No, he does not. Finds a seam. And a nice nifty running there. Gets up to the 31-yard line of Viroqua. And I thought his knee went down.
He was really close, yes.
I was worried about that.
Yeah. Yeah, the official was watching.
It was a solid rain all the way through halftime, and so that is one saturated field. We'll see how Viroqua approaches the offensive strategy here in the second half with a 7-0 lead. Really tight contest here in the first half.
Well, it'd be nice for the Blackhawks to come up with an opening drive here and keep some pressure on them.
So McDowell's going to go deep going to take a deep shot, a nicely thrown ball, but just couldn't, right over the defenders, couldn't get, Caden Sullivan just couldn't bring it in.
With a deflection.
Oh, okay, so Pickard from Altoona ends up tipping the ball away from Sullivan. 3 receivers set off to the left, single split over here. We got Sullivan to the right, and that is different bag. I think that's Alicious, and here is Fossbender. He's going to be off to the races. He's going to maybe make it all the way in. He's going to do it. Wow. He's wore out. And after the number 3, Hibbert just stretched out, almost tripped him up. And Fossbender beat him. And it's going to get called back.
Man. What a shame.
Yeah. It's fun to watch anyway, Ken.
All the way back here to the 34-yard line.
Yeah. So Nick Alicious in there at running back. He's coming back out, and Oliver Pellock is in. And that's going to be marched off at the point of the infraction, I believe. So we're going to have second down and 18.
That's just one of those plays that just deflates you, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a heartbreaker. I will give it to the boys. They have gotten a lot better about just getting up and playing the next play.
Yeah. Thanks to Evinger's Equipment Sales and Service bringing you today's action. Mark Evinger cheering on the Blackhawks.
So three split to the right, left, and they run it up the middle of the Pellock. And
Oliver Pellock on the
surprised they didn't have a penalty on that.
2-yard gain on the play.
Guy's not listening to the whistle.
Yeah,
So
you had 35 in there, is that Johnson again? And also 54.
Johnson in on this.
Yeah, Johnson, and then 54 on the stop.
that's Bird, Garrett Bird.
Okay.
3rd and 15. I think Viroqua's most likely will be conservative here. Try to chunk away at this, make it a reasonable punt. I know they don't want to turn the ball over.
Oh, nice play.
Fossbender gets loose again. Nice open field tackle on the part of number 4. That is Colin Strello, the quarterback, I believe.
Yes. Yeah, good open field tackle because he was going to get ahead of steam up.
Jackson Berg on the tackle.
It's going to bring up 4th down and 9. And they are in punt formation as Viroqua.
Brings up 4th and 9.
Alex Hoyam back to punt. See if we can get his good leg on this one. Nice snap. Handled well by Hoyam. Hoyam gets a lot of hang time. Can he get a bounce? And that is Caden Sullivan's going to pick the ball up, give it back to the ref on the 41 of Altoona. And we're going to take a break.
Quick little break here. We'll come back and talk about another one of our sponsors or two. Let's take a quick peek here. Again, thanks going out to those fine folks. Eagle Title Company, that's Lori Holte, for your peace of mind with title coverage. And while we have a chance, how about the Daily Brew up there on the northwest side of Westby? But I tell you what, some great coffee selections. Here is the Railroad squad with the play, and they're going to go with a handoff right up the middle, and they're going to gain about 5 as that scrum moves forward.
Yeah, Altoona kind of in a almost like a wishbone type running game there with a midline or an option type, kind of a half option look.
Yeah.
Trying to keep those defensive ends honest. So far, Viroqua's been fairly up to the task.
Kind of had to chuckle a little bit. William was laying down on the ground. They got some help up. The official was coming over. He's like, "Are you okay?" And he put both hands up. "I'm good." You're not going to get him out of the game. Strelo will turn and the handoff. First man through, and look at him bulldog his way forward. Going to get the first down here. And maybe a yard or 2 more on top of that. Gain of about 8 on the play.
It's going to be DePietro on the tackle.
So, 1st and 10.
Got Trayton Schmidt on the left defensive end spot at the moment. That's new for him, for Viroqua.
First down.
Clock moving along here in this 3rd quarter of action. At almost the same time as our Central Standard Time, 8:22 here. We're almost at that. Uh-oh, look out. Here comes a break, and this could be a touchdown run. It's going to be Berg. He's in for the score.
And this tackle by Solomon Murdoch
there. A 48-yard run, and once he got to that second tier, he made a nice little move to his right, and he was gone. All we can say.
No flags.
No flags at all. Now they'll look to see if they're going to tie this game up or attempt to, or they're going to go for 2. Looks like they're going for 2. They're getting the play call from the sidelines.
Now they're in a double wing formation.
Thanks to Coon Valley Telecommunications. Here's the handoff and up the middle, and he's in for the score. And Altoona has snuck out an 8-7 lead here over the host Viroqua Blackhawks.
Jacksonburg on the 2-point conversion run.
Okay. Well, we'll take a little break and come right back. 8-7 your score. And see where they're at with that gap. Thanks going out here to Chaseburg Farmers Union Co-op, John Moslevichek, and that great bunch of co-op folks in Upper Chaseburg. Here's the approach, and it's a booming kick going down the field. It's going to take a bounce and into the end zone. It'll be a touchback here. Viroqua will start things out.
Resulted in a touchback.
Out here on, let's see, they'll place the ball on the 30, make it the 25-yard line.
At the 20-yard line.
Make it the 20. Why was I thinking the 25?
Well, I think it's different in the NFL.
It must be, yeah, it is, isn't it? That's what I was thinking.
I always get confused on that myself. It's not you, it's me.
Well, the Blackhawks will look to try and come up with a score here. They need a big drive.
The trips right, single slot, Owen Zom off to the left, and Pellock in the backfield with McDowell. McDowell is gonna try to scramble outside the tackle, ends up getting sacked. He's gonna lose 12 yards, 13 yards on first down. He had a guy, I think, and he kind of tried to fake it, and he kept it in.
Yeah, tough break right there.
Alex William on the right-hand side, I think, was trying to block the defender actually outside, and he blocked him kind of right towards McDowell. I don't think McDowell's got to sit in the pocket on that. Trips right, Zom to the left, gives it to Pellock. Pellock is going to grind here for about 6 or 7 yards.
Tackled around the 16-yard line.
So that's going to set up a long third down.
Brings up third down and 14.
Third and 14 called by Nathan Randall. We'll use his numbers. Viroqua huddling up. Momentum definitely swung back here to Altoona here.
Very much. You bet. Very much so.
You got trips right, split left, same formation. Need a big play. And they hand off to Pellock. No surprises for a couple yards. And Viroqua going to be okay punting the ball here.
On the tackle, Austin Worth.
Fourth down. Viroqua gets in punt formation.
Still a light mist coming down here, Tom, so it's not like the rain has gone away.
Right.
Just not quite as intense as it was.
A lot of fans chose to leave. It really came down at halftime.
Yeah.
So Alex gets a nice punt away and ends up hitting Solomon Murdoch. Well, I guess they didn't. Must have missed him. It's going to be right at midfield here. Lands on the 48 of Viroqua, stays there, picked up by Murdoch, and we're going to have a break in the action.
Well, let's take a look here as Altoona with the ball.
Six minutes, 11 seconds left in the third. Viroqua really trying to put this momentum, get this momentum swing back in their favor.
Altoona is moving a couple of guys around. Yeah. Here's the handoff right up the middle. Boy, talked about that offensive line really doing a job right now on that initial attack, and that's got to be almost a gain of 5 here, Tom. Very close.
On the carry. Yeah, they can't allow five at a chunk.
Gain of 5 on the play. Correction 6 brings up second down.
Here's another run. This one a little bit off tackle.
7, 8 yards.
Boy, tell you what, right now Altoona has changed their attitude a little bit out there.
Yeah, definitely like the right-hand side of the line. They're running right at Trayton Schmidt. He's playing left tackle. And I'm not sure, is Brady Iverson, is he hurt? I don't see him even on the sidelines here. 69.
Turn, handoff. This time, a little better job here defensively as the Blackhawks come in crashing. Gain of a couple though.
Berg, the ball carrier. Owen Zom on the tackle.
Berg picking up a couple of yards with Zom on top.
Yeah, I don't see Brady Iverson on the sideline. And he's normally the left end, so
Yeah,
that might be
69, right? Number
Yeah.
69. Another one of our sponsors, Cashton Farm Supply. That's Ernie Peterson and that great crew. Here's just missed on that tackle. Pellet came in and attacked Strelo, but Strelo just got the ball handed off, and it's going to be a 3rd down and about 2. Maybe a long
grinding
3.
the clock away here, almost under 4 minutes in the 3rd.
Yeah, that clock really, once you hit that 4th quarter, it's not going to be your friend.
No.
Not at all.
Uh-oh, we lost some lights now.
Uh-oh. That's weird. Over here on the right. Yeah. I see that. That's a little
some dark
strange.
spots on the field. When they fumbled the ball, Altoona, I think, got the ball
Yeah,
back.
I think Strelo got it back, but he was pretty lucky because there were a couple of Blackhawks zeroing in on it. But just in time, he was able to corral it.
They got 4th down and 3.
Play brings up 4th down and 2.
A long 2.
Yeah, it is a long 2. And Altoona will call a timeout. We'll do the same. Take a break and be right back. A big play coming up right here for both teams. Keep the play alive with a 4th and 2 or a stop, and it's going to be a 1st down. Still big run here. Picking up a good solid 10 yards.
1st down.
Altoona really playing with a purpose right now, Tom, as they pick up a 1st down and garner about 10 extra yards on top of that.
Yeah, like I said, I think Iverson, a veteran senior leader on the team, he's not to be found anywhere. Not sure what happened, but Trayton Schmidt at the left end spot, and just gashed him.
Strelo again turns, hands off. This is the lone back. He's stopped.
That's DePietro with a nice
No gain on the play.
nice blitz there.
Yeah, he really did a great job on that one.
Anthony DePietro.
I think Coach Anderson on defense, all of a sudden he's going to start blitzing those gaps.
And why not? You can pick up a stop here, maybe a fumble. Altoona's had it on the ground a couple of times, so
Yeah.
here's the play, man in motion, the pitch to the man in motion. Out here on the near side, makes the turn, and he is going to be just shy of the touchdown, it looks like.
We'll call it a touchback?
A touchback. Did he drop the ball? Oh, he fumbled. Oh, a big break right there.
Boy, they faked everybody out. He lost.
He lost the handle as he was almost to the end zone. So a huge break right there for the Blackhawks. Change of possession. Let's do the same for us. Tom, a big break right there as we take a look at one more of our sponsors. We're going to turn the mic back over to you here. But Cashton Building Supply and CBS Design, that's Kevin Kirking and Courtney Kuzi. That's your father-daughter combination. What a job they're the Blackhawks catching a huge break.
Yeah, so we've got a double slot formation set up here with Pellock in the back. We got motion and Fossbender. Yeah, McDowell let that one sail.
What a change of
Trying to
events.
hit Zom in the seam there. Just too high, and safety was right there.
Yeah. Playing center field, as they say, and boy, he capitalized on that in a hurry. That will put the score at 14-0, and Altoona comes out for the 2-point conversion, I believe. We'll see what they're going to
Critical
do.
stop here.
Well, it still gives you a shot at things if you can get the stop.
Yeah.
The 2-point conversion is going to make it a 2-possession ball game.
Huge score here. They're going to try to. Yeah. The wall is right in the worst spot.
Straight low.
They pitch it.
Gonna turn upfield. I think that's Berg. I don't know. Did he get it? He did.
Yeah, he did.
Just got across. And it's 16-7. And with a minute 48 to go in quarter number 3. We'll take a break and come back. We do want to say thanks before that break. How about Carmen Fortune, your New Directions real estate expert? Be sure to stop in at New Directions. Talk to Carmen if it's the right time to sell or buy.
I want to make sure we give a shout out to the seniors. It was senior night.
Oh, yes.
The seniors on Viroqua were Oliver Pellock, Jack Johnson, Andrew Fossbender, Slade Stackhouse, Andre St. John, Brady Iverson, and Owen Zom.
Well, run back and a huge upending on that tackle. And Viroqua will have the ball. Thanks going out to Cade Clearing. That's Brett and Riley Cade, the brother combination there. Reminding you that they are fully insured and they're able to help you when you need to get rid of those rickety old trees around your area. And Bobby Johns, that's Sam Balto and crew out there on the main drag. Not on Main Street though, in Cashton.
We're going to hand off to Pellock, and he's going to grind away for a couple yards.
On the carry.
And we got a new center in, Graydon Hansen, who's a sophomore. Brady Iverson, unfortunately, is not present. So that'll be second down and 9. And we've got a single receiver split out here. Actually, no, we've got trips right. Zom split off to the left, and Pellock's in the backfield. And so McDowell's going to look. He's going to try to run. He scrambles here, and he's going to get quite a bit of yardage.
McDowell on the quarterback keeper.
And so he's going to get a first down.
Around the 30.
Nice scramble.
Tell you what, he did. He put his shoulder down.
He looked kind of pinned in, and 56 for Altoona was coming down. Evan Steffen was really, I think, had him bottled up, but he got around him. So they line up again, trips right. They do motion left with Murdoch and Fossbender. Now trips left, and they're gonna kind of come back to what they got started with in the first half, early on with that swing pass over to Fossbender, and just behind him, and McDowell, I think after that interception, Ken, is just off his rhythm.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Second down and 10, 42 seconds left here in the third quarter. I think Viroqua's, going to try to throw in the ball quite a bit here, stretch this game out, see if they can't get back in it. Touchdown and a 2-point conversion behind. And they get
Flag on the play.
They get number 95.
35 in there.
Oh, 35, Johnson. Jumped the snap. And it looks like that's what Altoona did for an adjustment there on their run. They brought some smaller guys inside. And it's got to be a little wrestler there. He's short and stocky.
Yes, he is.
Replay second down.
22-12 is the score of the Westby game. Down to the last 40 seconds in the third quarter there, it looks like.
McDowell in the shotgun. Motion back. Murdoch and Fossbetter over the left.
Aquinas with the lead, by the way.
Pellock. Okay, yeah, I was wondering. I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Pellock moves the chains. It's going to stop the clock. 21 seconds left. 48-yard line of Viroqua. And Hansen comes up to the ball. McDowell in the shotgun. Double slot set. Pellock in the backfield. And kind of a delayed handoff there.
They really had him pinned in, though, Tom.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you take a look here. Looked like it was 54. And Bird once again in there. Well, that's going to be the end of quarter number 3. It's 16-7. Altoona. Our thanks going out to the Bank of Cash and that's Scott Wall helping us out tonight with the broadcast. We appreciate their wonderful support. It is 22-12 Aquinas over Westby, and it's the end of quarter number 3 for them as well. Back with more in a moment. For sure.
It's Friday Night Football. You gotta love it. All right, the beginning of the fourth quarter. Second down, 11. The Blackhawks got a man in motion. Come back over here to Fossbetter. Fossbetter going to try to get through, and he keeps driving. Had a good night.
That's a great run.
It needs one defender, and Johnson comes in, kind of cleans up, and he keeps going. Chains are set, clock's moving. Viroqua choosing to huddle up here yet.
Early moments
Double
of
slot.
quarter 4.
Double slot formation. Pellock in the backfield. And he's going to get a handoff, and he's going to find some nice room. So Altoona almost like an accordion there, I think. If they can run, if they can just pass those swing passes enough to keep the linebackers maybe spread out, it'll open up that run. Ends up getting about a 6-yard run. It's going to be second down and 4. Nice blocking by the Blackhawk offensive line. Again in a double slot formation. Zom and Fossbetter. Fossbetter goes in motion. Direct snap to Pellock. And he keeps it.
Fumble on the play, recovered by Pellock.
It's going to be third down.
1-yard loss on the play brings up third down and 5.
Yeah, you tried to do that and fake out the that interior line, but they stayed to home pretty well.
Well, it's a funny light out there too, Ken, because the lights on this one pole went out, and there's a lot of shadows. I think it's a challenge it's just different. Zom is lined up behind the tackle, and they're changing the play off the wristbands. McDowell ready for the snap, and they give it back to Pellock. He slips, and he almost almost runs over number
Tackle on the 22-yard line, resulting
3.
in
That is Hibbard,
Viroqua.
and he's going to remember getting hit by Oliver on that.
Yeah.
Oliver. That was quite a run.
$1 hot dogs and brats. Again, $1 hot dogs and
So it
brats.
sets up first down and 10 on 23. So nice drive here from Viroqua. Need to punch it in. Got a slot receivers to the left. Zom behind tackle. And Pellock gets behind his blocker, finds a couple yards. Nice lead block by Owen Zom.
I like the ball
And
carrier.
Oliver tried bouncing it, but brought it back inside of tackle, which was a smart move.
3-yard gain on the play.
Gain of 3, going to be second down and 7.
Well, they're trying to put together a nice drive here. And again, remember, folks, it's 16-9, so it's a 2-possession ball game.
Well, if they can score a touchdown and a 2-point conversion, they'll be. Oh, Sullivan ends up staying up, but tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Pass is complete.
And it's about a 4 or 5 yard loss.
5-yard loss on the play.
The pass was actually behind him, so he had to go back to get it.
Yeah.
And he could just never get square to the line of scrimmage.
Some pretty good coverage there. Great reaction. Berg, number 2, the first to hit.
Yeah, that slip screen, they got to get some blocking on that. Third down here, big third down and 12. We're definitely in 2-down territory with 8 minutes and counting on the clock in the fourth quarter. Altoona up 16-7. Benson throws it over to Pellock. He's going to run it back inside.
Oh,
And he ends up getting called down.
the knee apparently down.
Must be.
Too bad.
Nice run. It's going to be 4th down and 10.
Pellet with the reception.
7 minutes and counting. A lot can happen,
Tackle
but
at the
you're probably looking
23-yard
at
line brings up 4th and 10.
a pretty desperate play here in 4th down and 10. Back on the 23-yard line. Double slot receivers. Pellock in the backfield. And McDowell just couldn't get any time. Trying to wait for some play to develop, and ends up getting sacked. And he's down.
Yeah, he got crunched pretty good there.
Take control of the game. That's right.
Well, change of possession. We'll take a quick break. Be right back. Let's take a look here. We've got a couple of sponsors left. Aging and Disability Resource Center of Vernon County right here in Viroqua. Keeping an eye on senior citizens and the disabled. We appreciate their wonderful support. And our final sponsor is American Family Insurance, the Miranda Wright Agency. It's the family that you choose. Well, Tom, it's 1st and 10 now, and Altoona can start forcing Viroqua to use those timeouts. We're down to 7 minutes. Viroqua kind of letting everything go here with a quick dash by Pellock, but a run, the call just off to the right, or left of him, excuse me, on that crash.
Yeah, some major run blitzing. I don't know if that was even called.
Yeah.
Oliver just
Down in 7.
Sometimes
hitting that hole.
you just sense it, right? Yeah, it was a great try there.
DePietro, a really nice junior linebacker for Viroqua as well. Done a lot of heavy lifting in there. We haven't called his number a lot, but he's holding a lot of blockers.
Yes. Here's a pitch coming out here to the near side. Turning upfield, he's got some running room and is going to get another 1st down. And that means another Well, probably another minute and a half or two will be run off the clock, which means they'll get down around that 4-minute mark.
Hoyam getting a break.
Clock's moving. Altoona up to the line of scrimmage, but like we said, they're not in that big a hurry to, snap the ball. They will wait until that back judge starts moving his hand on the count.
Yeah, with Hoyam out, I'm not sure who the defensive lineman is in there. Number 78, that's Carter Holmes.
Getting to the 50-yard line.
Hudson running in
First
for
ball carrier.
Alex Hoyam.
5-yard gain on the play brings up second down.
We're going to get a timeout here by Viroqua. We'll do the same.
Shut up.
There we go. Well, I got, looks like we're back up and running here now. So a tough break here for Viroqua as they lost a football player, and that's why the long break here. But Alex Hoyam not able to continue on with the game, so we will wish all the best for him.
Yeah, he's in everyone's hopes and prayers at the moment. Hopefully he's okay. Hudson running in for him.
Yeah, Altoona with the ball as we return here to the game. And it's going to be Hibbard with the run, and he's going to get stacked up right around the 40-some yard line, and then they're going to say the ball was lost.
I think it was
Who's going to get it?
not sure who it was that
I don't
stripped the ball. Somebody.
The official said he was down, apparently.
Short gain on the play.
Oh, okay.
Results in fourth
So
down.
now it's 4th and 3. Again, the clock continuing to run. 2-possession ball game, so the back judge not yet moving the arm, so we still have some time. There's the handoff, and there's going to be a flag.
False start.
Yeah, they're going to get the first down, but that'll probably be coming back.
I think the receiver actually jumped.
Burton, the ball carrier.
We might be able to hear them.
Forward progress stopped at the 41-yard line.
Yeah.
Flag on the play.
Illegal procedure there. That'll set him back.
Signal is illegal procedure on Altoona. Replay fourth down.
So they'll bring out the crew to punt now.
Like you say, a 2-possession comeback here is not very likely, but if we could have a couple of electric plays, you don't know.
Yeah, right. Yes.
Sullivan definitely capable. Both these teams needing a win to
very
just
much.
feel good about themselves, period. So
Here's the kick. It's a high kick coming
it's going
down.
to be returnable, but Sullivan stays away from
at
it.
the 20-yard line, where Viroqua will take over. 1st and 10, Blackhawks.
So trying to look here. So Trayton Schmidt's going to be in for Alex Hoyam at left tackle, I think. Green Hanson's already in at center. At right tackle, I'm sorry.
Uh-huh.
Double slot, receiver set. McDowell's going to look, he just doesn't have any time. He's going to get away, though. And he's going to keep going down the sideline and out of bounds. to get out.
Down on the keeper, tackle out of bounds around the
And they're gonna have a
7-yard line.
Late flag coming out.
flag there on
First
that.
down for the Blackhawks.
Let's see what that's going to be all about. That was real late. That was.
I think it was a hit out of bounds.
That could be.
Flag on the play.
It was definitely after the play.
Signal is sideline interference on Altoona.
Sideline interference.
That's the first I've heard of that one.
Boy, I haven't seen that call. I don't in all my years. I've seen it warned about 400 times.
Oh yeah. I believe that. Clock stopped at 3:11. It will be a first down though.
That 15-yard penalty will result in a 1st and 10 for Viroqua at the 48-yard line.
So the biggest enemy right now is the clock. Got a double slot receiver set here by Viroqua. Pellock in the backfield. McDowell swings it out to Oliver.
McDowell's pass falls incomplete. Pellet, the intended receiver, brings up 2nd down.
How about kind of
Yeah,
sidearm short, right?
Benson's just hasn't had time tonight. I mean,
Yeah.
this second half he's not himself because he just hasn't been able to make his reads, and unfortunately the offensive line being decimated, that's what happens. So we are in a split right. And Oliver's going to be just jumped on the ball. It was a poor snap, and I feel for Graydon, the sophomore center.
Yeah.
But that's going to all of a sudden bring up. Is it 4th?
Brings up 3rd down.
3rd down and 14. So. Split right, is on behind tackle. They leave. So Fossbender gets the catch and can't slip away.
Fastfinder with the reception.
Kind of a gang tackle here by Johnson and number 14, Seth Hornby by Altoona. Clock continues to run, almost under 2 minutes. They're gonna let it go down, a 2-minute warning here, I guess. I guess that's just in the NFL. So Benson, he's got a slot right. I'm sorry. So he's going to get chased again. He's sacked. And that's going to be the game, folks, I think.
Yeah.
Minute 44 left.
They can definitely run the clock out now.
I don't know if Viroqua's got timeouts. It's probably insignificant, but
So Altoona, well, let's see if they would take a knee here.
I think they're in the victory formation. Well, they're still calling plays in.
Well, you know, a minute 44, they would probably need a first down here yet. And then they would kind of solidify it. But oh, there's a big tackle.
Petrio and they weren't checking the pass.
No. And a quick timeout here by Viroqua. So that'll give them
Time to check in with our sponsors, huh?
yeah, well, we got all the sponsors done, so we can just take our little break. There we go. Now as they get ready.
Yeah, we're going to get the enforcement on.
Flag on the play. Signal as neutral zone infraction on the defense. 5-yard penalty. Replay 2nd down.
Thing about throwing the ball, Ken, as the games get long.
Yeah, right, exactly.
GT game was late, and
Yeah, this one, of course,
Unfortunately, injury is a part of the game. And
that
stretched
doesn't
this
help.
one out.
Yep.
Coulee game! Coulee did it, Rock! Wake up!
Flag on the
False
bicycle
start.
false start on Altoona.
Well, they're just extending the length of the game here, Tom. That's all that is. When they do that, of course, the clock not running.
It is an interesting philosophy that Altoona has, calling plays at the line and looking over. They got some color cards there. I'm not sure if it's all smoke and mirrors or not, but it's interesting.
There's some colleges that would do that,
Yeah.
but I don't know that I've ever seen a high school do it.
Yeah, I don't know if I've seen that either.
Here's a handoff, and that's going to be a big chunk of change right there. Berg with a nice carry. He's going to pick up, well, he's going to get 10.
Viroqua's going to take their last time out.
Yep.
Viroqua.
It was second, or excuse me, it was first and what, about 13, 14.
Yeah.
Now it's second and
They're calling it third.
make it third.
time.
Okay.
Turnover is the name of the game tonight.
Yes, very much so.
So barn burner, but maybe the rain and the weather slowed it down. But
I think that did have something to do with it. You're right.
because GT, I mean, when Viroqua was playing GT last week, they kind of had. Viroqua had some offense going. They couldn't stop GT.
Right.
Flag on the play.
Another flag here.
It's a hold. But the poor officials, there's a certain time of the night they can't do anything right.
Yeah, exactly. Yep, for sure.
The ref discussing it here with Coach Henry.
Yeah.
And I think Coach Henry's confused as to what his options are.
Well, if you take the play,
It's hard.
It's going to be a fourth.
You really
and-
don't want to put more plays,
No,
in the hands.
no.
But if it's fourth and a half a yard, or
I mean, they could easily go for that.
yeah,
Yeah, this is a bit of a tough play here. Tough call, I think.
he's standing where the spot is. That's what, like fourth and inches, right? It's
Yeah.
And I just don't know if.
Well, a timeout here.
So they're gonna not take the penalty, and
Signal was holding on Altoona.
is that where the marker is? But he moved it. Yeah, it's fourth and inches.
Yeah, going to do it here with that first
Now
down
takes the
run,
knee.
and now they take the knee, and
Do
they'll take
one
another
more, and
one.
that'll be lining up.
Yep.
The fastest state run plays all night.
Rainy night.
Yeah.
You just never know. The lights are going out.
At the end of the game, final score.
Well,
Altoona
final score here 16-7 as the clock runs down. The teams will meet at midfield and shake hands. Tom, I tell you what, not a bad ball game here. It was, you look at things, it was a lead here for Viroqua at 7-0 at the half, but 16 unanswered points, and of course, all those points coming on turnovers.
Yeah, the line of scrimmage just changed at half. I mean, there's, as we talked about with the injuries already, but You know, Altoona could run the ball at will in the second half.
Yeah,
So,
and they really did. So next week, back here once again as West Salem comes to town, and the Blackhawks will need a win here. They will need to win 2 of the final 3 ball games of the season in order to qualify for the playoffs. We hope that you can join us next week. Glad to have you here on board. Tom, thanks again for the help
you bet.
tonight.
Yeah, appreciate doing it. Thank you.
All right, for Tom Warner, I'm Ken Manning. Western Wisconsin Video Productions. Final score once again, 16-7, Altoona over Viroqua. We'll see you next week, right back here on the Gridiron. Good night, everyone.